Just to let you guys know ahead of time that it is late here. I mean, it's almost like 3 in the morning that I am recording this at this moment is quite an amazement. As a matter of fact, if I start to feel like I'm drifting away, well, now you know why. Anyway, this is the continuing review of the brand new Power Rangers Dino Charge action hero figures of the Villains Wave. And today we're taking a look, or should I say, this morning, we're taking a look at Villain Stingrage. So, it's showtime, folks. Woo! So here we go. Sorry about that. Butterfingers. Anyway, Stingrage's packaging is pretty much consistent with all the other Power Rangers Dino Charge action heroes. Showing the character right here, his name right here. Some information down here about, choking hazard, Bandai's logo, ages 4 and up. Up here we got the Dino Charge logo and we got the Red Ranger. On the back, there's a little brief bio for Stingrage. Okay, and here's a nice picture of Stingrage showing how demonic this character looks. He looks good. Now, the figure on the other hand could be just a little questionable because, well, it's just that. It's an action figure. It's not meant to be perfect, so there's going to be some cuts in the design, unfortunately. But oh well, let's take him out of the package now and see what we got today. Or I mean this morning. Okay guys, and here's Stingrage out of his package. But before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the other contents that came with the figure. And that's being the toy checklist. So here's some Power Rangers merchandise here. Some roleplay items, the deluxe Zords. On this side right here, we got to look at the available Dino Charger sets. And then, if I rotate this around the proper way, we got to look at the basic action figures of this wave. They're pretty much on the card back of the packaging, so there's not much going on here. Anyway, let's take a look at Stingrage. This figure is not all about the rage. You get it? But, yeah, anyway, he looks good for what he is, but unfortunately, this action figure is just a little lackluster for me. Not to the point where I think he's a bad figure. I mean, he really is a good figure. It's just, there's some things about this figure that could have used a little more attention to detail that really would have made it pop, just like Sledge. And I'm not trying to compare it with Sledge. There is no way I could compare this figure with Sledge. I mean, when it really comes down to it, this figure is second class, but that doesn't make him a bad figure. As a matter of fact, some of these design choices on this figure, and pretty much the costume itself from the show, is very demonic and kind of creepy in a way. I mean, I don't even know how this was actually approved for a kid's show. I mean, this looks really sick. I mean, very sick. And the fact that he's actually got a biohazard logo on the top of this, I'm guessing, gas mask, very demonic looking gas mask, that's pushing it. I mean, it really is. This figure is really pushing. The fact that this area is bare here just kind of bothers me. And that's not the only place. Some other places on this figure are kind of bare. I'm trying to show you everything that I can. And you can see that there is some nice attention to detail, but unfortunately, I will point this out. If you look very close at these demonic looking creatures that are pretty much making up his body, they don't have any teeth as they actually do on the actual costume from the show. So that's kind of disappointing that they didn't really go all out on these things, but oh well, it's cost cutting. What am I supposed to say about it? The figure overall is not bad, just really needed another look at. Still, let's get to his articulation. He's got a swivel head, and it's kind of limited because of all the hindrance in the back with these demonic heads here that are supposed to be like his shoulder bits that are not actually attached to his shoulders. But anyway, universal shoulders. It's got 90-degree single pivot elbow. No wrist rotation, no waist rotation. Legs are universal, but they're pretty tight on my figure, so they kind of go back down in a way. But that's about as high as it goes. Single jointed knee, 90 degrees, and that's really it. So He's pretty much got the same amount of articulation as Sledge does, and why not, for a quick size comparison, so let's bring back in Sledge, which obviously is the better figure to me. Now, I'm not bashing this guy, I'm just saying, comparing these two here, I'm going with Sledge, because Sledge just hits more the higher points that I was looking for with these action figures. While Steam Rage is good, there are some things about him that could have been so much better had a little more time been taken in this design of the figure. But yeah, there you go. Oh, by the way, yeah, maybe you didn't notice, Sledge is a little shorter than this guy, so he's pretty tall in a way. And just to compare him with the Pink Ranger, since I got her over here, as you can see, she's not really going to stand... Oh, okay, make me a liar. But yeah, this guy is towering over her. I'll see, who else can I show as a comparison? Why not Fury? Fury is shorter than the guy. He's pretty dang tall. And one more, just for the heck of it. How's about Prince Philip, the Graphite Ranger? So, there you go. That takes care of the size comparisons. Now, let's take a look at his weapon. It is a very nice demonic looking version of a pitchfork. And for some reason, it actually rotates. I'll have to go back and look, but anyway, he's also got some demonic creatures or some heads actually popping up in the details of the pitchfork. So as you can see, no teeth, but oh well. Somebody could really have a field day with painting this figure, no doubt. But yeah, the detail on this is pretty good because, I mean, it's all over the place on this thing. They didn't lack on his weapon, even though I feel like the figure is kind of lacking in his actual sculpt. But other than that, he is a pretty cool figure. But that's really going to do it. I mean, what else can I say about this figure? He's definitely worth the look at, but I mean, if you're looking for really high-end detail on this figure, you're kind of missing out. So there you go, guys. That's really going to do it. Sorry, it's kind of disappointing in a way, but overall, I think I pretty much hit the bar of everything that I wanted to say, even though it's pretty late, and I feel like I'm dead tired right now. So I'm going to go ahead and get this uploaded to YouTube and move on to my next video review when the sun rises. So questions, comments, just leave them down below and I will answer them the next time I log into my YouTube account. So, this is Sonic Ranger signing out and heading to bed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you whenever you see me.